They Cloned Tyrone is a movie that is coming out on Netflix tomorrow. I saw it in theaters yesterday at a screening, and I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was really interesting. It's really original. I would say this is similar to one of those Focus Features or A24 movies or Annapurna. You know, the movie studios that are putting out original content, films that feel like they have a voice to them, a new voice. They aren't just repeating the same old stories. This was a film that had a mostly African American cast. It was kind of a tribute to blaxploitation movies. But the movie it reminded me of the most from recent years of films was Sorry to Bother You, the Boots Riley movie from 2018, which had a. I was expecting the tones to be kind of similar. Sorry to Bother You was more of a. It's interesting. I feel like this one is a little more dark, honestly, but they both are very funny. Jamie Foxx is in this movie, and he's the through line for all the comedy. He gives a lot of, great comedic moments. John Boyega is in this. Tayona Harris stars in this. I didn't even know that she was going to be in the Marvels. I didn't know that she was in WandaVision at all. And it turns out that, yes, she's in that. She's going to be in the Marvels. She was in the Spike Lee movie Chirac, which I saw a while ago. And that's interesting. She was in Candyman, which I never saw. If Beale Street Could Talk, which I did see. But yeah, this was a movie that I really just kind of thought was original, and it was fun to watch. On top of that, it had a really cool conspiracy concept, and the way they go about this is really well done. Like, for a film that was, comedy and also drama, it manages to also have a lot of, mystery in there as well. And this is something you could kind of, not do well. You can have it be, too many jokes or too much mystery, but they manage to keep enough information where you're constantly wondering what's going to happen next. And then they'll, bring in some good humor, or Jamie Foxx is just saying something and it's fun to watch. And Teyonah Parris, she also has a lot of really funny lines in this. And then John Boyega, he just gives a great starring performance. So, I mean, he was excellent. And I don't want to give too much away, but he really does give a good performance in this movie. What's so impressive is this movie was a directorial debut. I want to kind of compare the movie to Get Out. Not in tone, it's definitely not a horror film, but it definitely has those elements there. It's kind of like Get Out meets Under the Silver Lake, if you've ever seen that movie with Andrew Garfield. Definitely, I feel like that's a good description of it, because it's a very... It's a complicated movie, not really, but it presents itself as that. But underneath, I think it's a very simple noir story with these overtones that, a lot of movies have now. A lot of movies have these elements, that like trying to rip off Get Out, but I think this kind of does it the best. It's not really ripping it off. It's in its own voice. So go see this movie. Comes out tomorrow. If it's in a theater near you, see it in the theater. So check it out.